Hey guys, welcome back to the channel this morning. I've had this little tool now for a little bit. This is the Milwaukee Surge 1/4 inch impact. We've put it through the ringer now pretty solid for a few weeks. We used it almost exclusively as the driver on a restaurant job, as well as on several other large jobs, and it's probably run several thousand screws in at this point, and some things it probably shouldn't have seen, but it's held up super well, and I'm impressed with the volume of it compared to the DeWalt version. It does, I don't know, just running, I don't know if you can even get it to impact with these, but just running it in, let's see here, we got some screws, just running in a screw with this versus the DeWalt impact, it's fairly impressive, the volume difference in person anyway. When I watched it on YouTube videos and whatnot, I didn't notice that that much difference. If you can tell it has more of a deeper tone, I guess you could say. It's not so rattly sounding. Probably the best way to say it. Let's see, I got a longer screw here. Here's some 4-inch GRKs. These are 4-inch GRK screws. So you can see it'll run one in pretty good, and that's set on a 3. So, and I haven't hardly moved it off a 3 the whole time. And you can see, I can see the decibel meter kind of peg out on the camera, but about like that. That's pretty much what you get. But it'll handle a 4-inch GRK. See that? That's a pretty good screw right there. One of my favorite types. But it'll run those in very well, and that's just running on a 2 amp hour battery. But I have to give this thing 5 stars. This is a fantastic little tool. I had already pretty well pulled my DeWalt's off the truck in favor of the Festool Impact. Well, this is quieter even than the Festool, and the Festool is quieter than the DeWalt. So for me, I really like things that are quiet and make my job more enjoyable regardless of the brand. So at this point, I'm going to be running this for a while. The Festool's still on the truck, and there's a couple DeWalt's on the truck. More, all the helpers have them. But this is a great little tool right here. Hydraulic, that is a Surge, so this isn't just a fuel version or whatever. I'm not a big Milwaukee person, never have been, but this is interesting to try. So that's my first battery-powered Milwaukee experience, and I'm impressed. So impressed that Tool Nut actually had a deal on this the other day. They didn't give me any special deal. This is just a sale on their website. And I went ahead and grabbed the Milwaukee M12 3/8 Impact. So this one, just like that one, I can't give a real review on, other than I've run this one pretty hard now, and I'm impressed with it so far. Time will tell on longevity, but as far as enjoyable to use, that is one enjoyable impact to run right there. The compact size and everything, especially with the little 2 amp batteries, is fantastic. So this one though came today, and you might as well get to check out what comes in the box since you're here. I expect this one to be fairly impressive also. They come in these little Milwaukee cases, which I don't know who leaves them in these, but if you do, that's great. I like my stuff pretty well out where I can use it. So obviously another charger as usual, and let's see, yeah, this is brand new, just came this morning. Here's a new 4 amp hour battery, looks like, and these batteries are actually kind of neat, the larger size, in that if you're really running most of the day, they're a little bit handier for setting a tool down, and it stays upright. I mean, you can stand these up on the 12 batteries, but when you're sitting on that little bitty footprint of one of these, in the workshop, that's fine. But on the job site, this is going over every time. Nothing's level, nothing's flat. So anyway, here is the 3/8 Milwaukee Impact. And obviously, just a little bigger head there. Boy, not by too much though. That is slick. Same controls there on the top. You have your 1, 2, and your 3. Then this one just has the circle on the end. I believe that setting is for running it down and it tensions to 10 pounds, 10 foot-pounds. So if you're just snugging bolts down and you don't want to over-tighten them, that's what you're supposed to do. But what I was saying is when you go to these larger M12 batteries, they're kind of neat. Who knows if this is charged or not though. But when you put these on, you have almost like a regular drill's footprint. So when you set this down, it's a whole lot more stable impact. So, ooh, that's nice. That's just a 1. There's a 3. It gets about two-thirds. Okay, this is actually a lot less whiny sounding than this one. And this one's nice, so I'm impressed. That's slick. I'm not a mechanic, but we all have our work trailers and our everything. Stuff's got bolts on it, all that. I think a 3/8 would be great. I'm kind of on the search now as to who makes the absolute best impact sockets. So if any of you guys have real recommendations for impact sockets that you've used and really love, besides the obvious stuff I can get at Lowe's or whatever, I'm really curious. I was kind of looking at Wera and some of those to see if I could get a neat set, but looks like a nice little impact. I'm kind of excited to see how it does, taking off some lugs and stuff. Big one for me is changing my lawnmower blades and stuff. That's a pain when you have to put a wrench on it and you have to get a chalk and everything. Where with these, you can just spin it right off. At least with my Air ones, I've been able to. So, kind of excited to give this thing a go. But I know a lot of you guys are Milwaukee fans. A lot of people are. I just have not gotten into their stuff that much. So far, though, if that little 1/4-inch fuel is any indication of how good they are, that's fairly impressive to me. So, we're going to see how this set works out. But thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I can give an actual review on this before too long. But as far as right now, this little 1/4-inch is awesome. If you haven't played with one of these yet and you get the opportunity to maybe get, when I bought this, they threw in an extra 6 amp hour battery and a sail and everything else. That is way worth it. But supposedly they still had the free 6s on this, but I guess they ran out because they didn't put one in my box. But we'll see. Anyway, that came from the Tool Nut, so I might shoot them an email and just see if they actually ran out of the 6 amp hours or just forgot me. Who knows which one. But either way, I think it'll be a great little deal. But thank you all for being here, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot.